Ladies and gentlemen, at the beginning of this morning's bulletin, we are compelled to use the phrase emergency warning because at this moment, one of the strongest hurricanes ever to appear in the Caribbean region is approaching Jamaica, bringing destructive winds, torrential rain, and the risk of storm surge causing severe flooding. The storm named Melissa, just a few days ago still a weak tropical disturbance, has now intensified extremely rapidly into a Category 5 super typhoon with sustained winds of about 260 km/h, gusts exceeding 300 km/h, and a central pressure dropping to only 917 HPA. These are extremely dangerous parameters, signaling a storm with devastating power, comparable to historic superstorms such as Gilbert in 1988 or Dean in 2007. Currently, the center of Hurricane Melissa is located about 205 kilometers southwest of Jamaica's capital, Kingston, moving very slowly at a speed of only about 6 km/h toward the west-northwest. The latest satellite images show the storm beginning to change direction, tending to increase in latitude and gradually turn northward, aiming directly at Jamaica. The cause of this change in direction comes from a cold front trough spilling down from the southeastern United States, creating a steering flow that helps the storm catch the wheel northward instead of continuing westward as in recent days. The extremely slow movement makes this storm particularly dangerous because when a powerful hurricane is nearly stationary, it means rain, wind, and large waves will pound the same area for many hours, increasing the risk of deep flooding, flash floods, and landslides. According to the latest forecast models, Jamaica will begin to be clearly affected from noon to this afternoon when the first outer spiral rain bands move into the southern coastal area. Then, from tonight to early tomorrow morning, the storm center is forecast to make a direct landfall in the Treasure Beach, Black River, near Mandeville area, with wind strength equivalent to Category 4 to Category 5, with the most dangerous time falling between about 4 and 7 a.m. tomorrow, October 28th. The entire island of Jamaica will be severely affected at varying levels. The southwestern coastal area, forecast as the main landfall point, will endure gusts that can reach more than 270 km/h, accompanied by storm surge and waves from 3 to 4 meters high. The northern and northwestern areas, including Montego Bay and Falmouth, may record gusts over 200 km/h as the storm moves northward. Meanwhile, the capital Kingston in the southeast, although outside the strongest wind core, will still be affected by storm force winds from 120 to 170 km/h, prolonged heavy rain, and severe flooding risk due to onshore winds pushing water from the sea inland. Jamaica's complex terrain, with many mountain ranges interspersed with narrow plains, causes the enormous rainfall to pour down the slopes and rapidly flow toward the lowlands, triggering large-scale flash floods and landslides. High-risk areas include St. Elizabeth, Manchester, and Clarendon, where many small rivers run through steep valleys. According to estimates by the Jamaica Meteorological Service, total rainfall over the next 48 hours could exceed 700 mm, with some places reaching up to 1,000 mm, equivalent to about 40 inches, a record level that could cause deep flooding and severe damage. At the same time, coastal inundation, also known as storm surge, is a deadly threat. The areas of Westmoreland, Black River, and Treasure Beach could see seawater rise from 2 to 4 meters, combined with high waves that destroy houses, piers, and coastal roads. The Kingston area, although not in the main onshore wind direction, could still experience about 1 meter of surge, causing severe flooding in many low-lying areas. The most dangerous period for Jamaica will last from this evening to tomorrow morning, about 12 to 18 hours. During this time, authorities and rescue agencies advise people to absolutely not leave their homes, not drive through flooded areas, and stay away from windows in areas that may be hit by strong gusts. Schools, businesses, and coastal shops have been ordered to close. The Jamaican government has declared a nationwide state of emergency, mobilizing the entire army, police, and civil defense forces to a state of readiness. Evacuation centers in Kingston and Mandeville have opened to receive residents moving from low-lying areas. Meteorological experts note that Super Typhoon Melissa may fluctuate slightly in intensity due to the eye wall replacement cycle. When a storm is too strong, the old eye can collapse and a new eye forms, causing the wind strength to temporarily decrease a bit and then increase rapidly again. However, this fluctuation does not reduce the actual danger, because whether Category 4 or Category 5, the level of destruction remains catastrophic. With its slow movement, Melissa may linger over the island for many hours, causing heavy rain and strong winds to repeat in multiple rounds. Many areas may experience prolonged power outages, disrupted communications, and paralyzed transportation. After leaving Jamaica tomorrow evening, Melissa is expected to move toward eastern Cuba, especially the Guantanamo area, with intensity decreasing to about Category 3, still classified as a major hurricane. Strong winds of about 180 kilometers h, heavy rain, and flash floods may occur in the far eastern provinces of Cuba. Then, in the next 48 hours, the storm will head toward the southeastern Bahamas, especially the Long Island, Crooked Island, and Turks and Caicos area. These islands need to complete preparations today, because even if the storm weakens slightly after passing Jamaica, it remains strong enough to cause serious damage. It is forecast that Long Island and Crooked Island may experience gusts of 150 to 160 km/h, while Turks and Caicos may see strong winds of 90 to 100 km/h and waves over 3 meters high. Haiti and the Dominican Republic, which have experienced heavy rain in recent days, will continue to receive rain from Melissa's outer spiral bands, with totals of 200 to 300 mm, increasing the risk of landslides and flash floods, especially in the southern mountainous areas. According to experts, forecasting a storm's track at the end of the season is always very complicated. The reason is that at this time, cold air systems from mid-latitudes move down strongly and interact with tropical regions, making the storm's path unpredictable. Just a shift of a few dozen kilometers west or east of the storm center can completely change the area that receives the strongest winds. Therefore, the entire Jamaica must be ready, not just the southwest region. Even so, there is still a glimmer of hope. If the storm turns earlier than expected, it could hit Jamaica somewhat weakened, and the Blue Mountains could break the storm's symmetric structure, causing it to weaken more quickly as it moves into Cuba. However, this scenario is uncertain, and currently signals show that Melissa still maintains maximum strength. At this time, preparation is paramount. If you are in Jamaica or have relatives there, charge phones and power banks fully, save offline maps, prepare enough clean water and dry food for at least 3 days, unplug electrical appliances, secure outdoor items, and stay away from windows. If you live in low-lying coastal areas, move to higher ground before 6 p.m. today. Do not be complacent if the weather is calm, as this may be the eye's lull before the wind changes direction and doubles in strength. Authorities advise people to find safe shelters. Families with young children should put them to bed early because tonight will be very noisy and dangerous. Those in mountainous areas must be vigilant for landslides, should not stay near streams or steep ravines, and coastal residents must absolutely not go outside to observe the storm. After the storm leaves the island, expected tomorrow evening, the weather will gradually improve on Tuesday. However, damage to electricity, transportation, and communications may last for weeks, so mental preparation for the post-storm period is necessary. The National Hurricane Center has extended warnings to eastern Cuba, the southeastern Bahamas, and Turks and Caicos, and is also monitoring the possibility that Melissa will move near Bermuda later this week, although it may have weakened significantly by then. Many countries in the region are sending emergency aid to Jamaica, including generators, drinking water, medicine, and rescue teams. Several relief flights are ready to access isolated areas as soon as the weather permits. This is not a time for fear, but for preparation and solidarity. Jamaica has overcome many challenges in the past, and its people are known for their resilience. In summary, in the next 24 hours, we will witness the most severe impact phase of the storm, from this evening to tomorrow noon, with the strongest wind zone stretching from Treasure Beach, Black River, Mandeville up to Falmouth and Montego Bay. Rain will be common at 500-750 millimeters, with some places over 900 millimeters, storm surge 2 to 4 meters in the southwest of the island, and the risk of flash floods, landslides, flooding, and widespread power outages is very high. After that, the storm will head toward eastern Cuba and the southeastern Bahamas, continuing to maintain its strength for at least another 48 hours. This could be one of the worst storms in decades for Jamaica. Stay in a safe place, update official information, and keep in touch with your loved ones. We will continue to monitor every development of Melissa and deliver the latest information to you as soon as possible. If this bulletin is useful, please share it immediately so that everyone can prepare in time. Tonight is the decisive night. Stay calm, follow guidance, and pray for peace for Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, and the entire Caribbean amid this historic storm. We will get through this together.